You see, the most difficult thing or the hardest thing about relationships is that they can feel so right. They can feel so easy. They can feel so natural. They can just feel so perfect. You may even be saying, "This is my person, finally. God has sent my person. I will be getting married." And just because it feels so right doesn't mean that you have to stop asking God in prayer, "Lord, show me if this is my person. Is this the person that I've been praying for? Is this the person that you have sent to be my husband, to be my wife?" Before you get attached, before you start looking at bridal magazines and getting so attached to this person just because something feels right, it doesn't mean that it's from God. Remember what happened to Samson. He was drawn to Delilah. And there are many Christian men who are drawn to Delilahs because they do not have the spirit of discernment. There was a clear attachment there. There were feelings. He was attached. There was a strong connection with Delilah. He should have been discerning about it. But that relationship was not protecting his purpose, it was actually exposing him. What felt right to him emotionally was very dangerous spiritually. And little by little, that connection is what destroyed Samson. Remember what it says in Judges. In Judges 16:16 says, it came to pass when she pressed him daily with her words and aged him that his soul was vexed unto death. He kept entertaining something that was slowly draining him. And if you're a man of God, I'm speaking to you. There is something that you're involved in that is draining you spiritually right now. People on the outside think that everything is okay with you spiritually, but you are involved in something that is draining you spiritually, and you have to repent before the Lord exposes you. I don't know why I said that, but I had to say it. So let's go back to Samson. And eventually, what happened? That relationship cost him so much, more than he realized. It cost him his strength, it cost him his vision, it cost him his freedom. That is why discernment matters, because some relationships can feel so good at first. But over time, they start taking your peace. They start clouding your judgment. They start pulling you into confusion, into compromise, emotional exhaustion. So the real question is not just, do I like this person? Does this feel so good? The question is, what is this producing in me? Is this relationship bringing me closer to God? Is it giving me peace? Is it helping me to grow in a healthy way? Because that matters. People feel right emotionally, but they can be wrong for you spiritually. And sometimes that's a painful truth. Your heart can get so attached to something that God never told you to hold on to. So before you go deeper, before you call it a confirmation, before you start preparing for that marriage, pray, go before God and ask God. Pray for discernment, because feelings are real, but feelings are also, they can also be very misleading. They're not always a direction that you can rely on. So just because it feels right, it doesn't mean that it's from God. Pray and pray and pray about it.